Welcome to the Service Management Leadership Podcast with Jeffrey Tefertiller.
Good Monday to you. This is Jeffrey Tefertiller with Service Management Leadership. Welcome to our podcast. If you are new to listening to this podcast, welcome. If you're a longtime listener, thank you. This Monday, today, in the next few Mondays, I will be discussing bits and pieces and the why and the how of my new book regarding service delivery. The book comes out tomorrow, June 26th, and it's called Turning Fragility into Agility. But I'll talk more about the how and the why and all of that beginning next week. But today, I want to talk about what really drove my thinking. I found an article, and it's not included in the book. It's from Tech Republic. And Tech Republic author Fiona Jackson leveraged a Splunk report. The title is called Downtime Costs the World's Largest Companies $400 billion a year. Yes, $400 billion. The biggest revenue losses from direct revenue, the biggest losses from direct revenue, as though your site's down and people can't order your product or whatever it is. But you have other costs that are hidden, like diminished shareholder value, stagnant productivity. Think about if you're an accountant and your ERP system's down and you cannot work. That happens a lot. Plus you have reputational damage. We will talk about the top 4 largest causes of this downtime. The top 2 causes are really close, almost a tie in terms of their impact. A few moments ago when I said the loss was $400 billion, that is spread across the largest 2,000 companies in the world. But that's still a big number, isn't it? So the top reason for outages are security incidents. Usually those that preyed upon human error, like a phishing attack. And those costs, these numbers are astounding to me. These costs, these companies, just because of phishing security incidents, 5% of the total hours in a year. That's 466 hours of downtime, to be exact. Right behind this phishing attacks is human error mostly, but IT ops outages for applications and operations for infrastructure. This had 456 hours of downtime. So together, think 10% of your downtime. There was no delineation between downtime during the work week or the weekend. It's just downtime. And this article states that while availability for most systems is multiple nines, like 99.99%, downtime across hundreds or thousands of systems adds up. One of the things I included in the book was the complexity that we currently have with all of our systems. Now let's think about the downtime for this infrastructure applications or infrastructure, hardware, maybe even cloud, whatever it is. These organizations are investing millions, sometimes billions of dollars to have redundancy so that we won't have this kind of issue. However, it's not working. Redundancy alone is not the answer. The answer is what we do and how we do it for service delivery. When we're on the topic of these IT ops related outages and disruptions, the article states infrastructure misconfigurations, capacity issues, application code errors, etc. To me, I hear fail, change, fail, change, fail, change. Redundancy can't help you from that. Here's a sentence that surprised me from the article, and I think it'll surprise you. It takes an average of 18 hours until the downtime or service degradation from a human error is detected. So 18 hours until detection, and then another 67 to 76 hours to recover. For you, those of you doing math, that's 85 hours to 95 hours between detection and recovery. That's 3.5 to 4 days of outages because of human error, failed changes, and the like. Think about how expensive that is. So the third leading cause of downtime is software failure, especially when you think about the complex development and deployment practices, CI/CD and the such. And the fourth is malware attack. As we wrap up, I have two other things to convey from this article, which is awesome. You can tell I'm excited about it. The report revealed that more than half of executives are aware of root causes of downtime in their organizations. More than half of them are aware, but they chose not to fix them. So yes, why did they choose not to fix them? It's because they don't have the budget in place. They may not have a plan to decommission the problematic infrastructure or application. Addressing these issues may increase your technical debt. And let me finish with one last sentence that really hit home when we think about service management and service delivery. Only 42% of technology executives opt to have a post-mortem after a downtime incident to isolate and alleviate the cause because they're difficult and time consuming. We know that, right? Problem management is difficult and time consuming, but only 42% of execs think this is a good idea. I won't address all of the complexities and implications for not doing so in this brief podcast. But just this one article clearly helps us think that what we do and how we do it for service delivery is flawed. We need to do something different. So look this week for the book, Turning Fragility into Agility. I have the Kindle version for 99 cents for a short time. And I would like you to, if you will, give it a favorable Amazon review. It'll help me to do better in the algorithm. And I also ask that you pass it along to your executive friends. I thank you for joining us today. Let me know how either myself or service management leadership can help your organization. I hope you have an awesome rest of your Monday and rest of your week. Bye.